Hey guys, so in the time of me not being able to think of a good video idea, I had just listened to the Living Tombstone's Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location song. I know. Wow, Zolly, a FNAF video? I know you'd go low, but not that low. Well, this isn't quite about the game. It's more about the Living Tombstone song and the fandom. You see, after hearing these lyrics, I found out that there's so much more towards the meaning. The song has to deal with the fact that the FNAF fandom didn't listen to his warning in the last song, and now he's completely lost hope in helping the fandom see the way. I first wanted credit to Major Marbles, the one who broke down the FNAF 4 song talking about its true meaning. Before watching this, you should really check out his video first. I'll have a channel link down in the description. Now, let's get right into the breakdown.
I've been trying for so long to sing you the right song, to show you something different every day, so you hear what I have to say.
It's clear here that he means how hard he worked just to make sure we would feel entertained by his songs, making sure they did not receive any disappointed listeners. Let's continue.
And now we're here at a standstill. I wonder if you feel the kind of pain that puts your insides down. That's something I know all about. Shocking, ain't it?
This stanza represents how Tomb is telling us that this is the last straw, and if we know how real pain feels, the pain he felt from this fandom and making these songs.
Is it because it could be her? Many mistakes make me hurt. I can't fix you.
Here, he is directly telling us that we messed up as people, and it really affected him badly. He also talks about how he can't fix us. This comes from his warning in the last song, telling us his struggle, but still no one from the fandom would listen, thus not being able to fix us as human beings. The "because I can't be her" part is a little cryptic and hard to point out to any important events, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. Who knows, maybe one of you guys has an answer for that line. If you do, feel free to leave that in the comments below.
I can feel my heart breaking, mistakes I've been making. I'm running out of patience to pretend. This isn't how I'll let it end. We're fading.
Here, Tomb talks about his struggle to make this song in particular. It sounds like he thought he made mistakes in his past FNAF song with it having not as great feedback as the others. Pretending is also a big part of this as well, due to him acting like he still enjoys these, but in reality is just barely scraping by to make ends meet.
You've been running your lives here, last grinding night years. How can a human lose their self-control? There's nothing left to make you whole. I'm done explaining.
In this part, Tomb explains how people have been saddened at how he has no plans for a sister location song, and the fandom reacting in a sad and hateful manner towards him. He talks about how can a human lose their self-being and who they are as people, releasing their hate towards another who just wants to enjoy their talents. And he finally says, "I'm done explaining," saying that this is it, and if the fandom doesn't get the picture now, they never will.
This is what happens when you leave it to somebody else. If you want it done right, you should just do it yourself.
These two lines demonstrate how the fandom were upset about the past FNAF song and wanted a better one from him, instead of just doing their own if they wanted one so bad.
You oversaturate your world with nothing but machines. You might make everyone happy, but you're dead inside just like me.
This shows how connected and attached we are to our modern technology, and more importantly, our social media sites, letting us get comfortable with it, thinking we can say whatever we want. And that final line explains how empty Tomb is now, due to the force to make these songs.
We have a lot more in common than you would become with. It's like we're the same person, me and you. We both don't know what we can do.
This stanza seems to be the most cryptic, but yet the most memorable in my own opinion, because it discusses the fact that the fandom and Tomb are more alike, at how they are both just people who enjoy a video game and like music. It comes to the fact that Tomb may think that he is also joining along with the outrage of fans with him making the FNAF 4 song. And that last line before repeating the chorus, "we both don't know what we can do," leaving it up to us and him to think of a satisfying ending to all of this. The hate, the struggle, the countless nights, it all comes down to us making a decision that we both don't know what we can do. Huge credit to everyone who worked on the song. They did a pretty good job with this. Pedro Calvo has some amazing visuals here, and that could also fit in with Tomb's hassle to make this song, along with the fandom as well. The constant fire in the background adds the atmosphere of the battle with Tomb and the fandom, as well as the animatronics ripping themselves apart, such as someone who is mad would figuratively rip their hair out. It also adds a nod towards the rip your insides out line in the song. The final shot with Edward stabbing the purple guy can symbolize the fandom and the song eating away and inflicting pain and death towards Tombstone, stabbing away at his chest, leaving in internal pain. Personally, I hope that this will be the Living Tombstone's last FNAF song, because from what I've gathered, it seems like he has had enough of it all and wants to pursue better things in the future. So, in conclusion, I feel like we can all learn from this journey, knowing that we shouldn't get too overboard on something made from another person, because as interesting as that thing may be, cool things take time and work to make, and that person is only human. So, we should respect that person if they decide not to make another cool thing. Welp, that's all I got for this video. All credits are in the description below. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing. Bye!